Hi, everybody. Today is Thursday, December 1st, 2022. I am Mike Zornick, and today I thought I'd do a bit of a talking head video walking you guys through a new project that I am starting called ElixirClub. So I'm going to start here just by reading from my blog post, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit about some more color about why I'm doing things. So Elixir Club is an outcome-oriented community that helps Elixir developers finish their side projects. Working on a side project by yourself is surrounded by risks, from personal loss of focus to no accountability, endless time extensions, exploding scope. Even a completed side project might be considered a failure if it does not find its audience or fails to provide a reasonable return on your investment, your time investment. Elixir Club is a community where people can plant their flag, declare their side project goals, and meet fellow Elixir developers climbing the same mountain. Through a mixture of accountability, education, and celebrations, you'll be part of a group that fosters successful habits to an ultimately successful side project. So, Elixir Club comes out of a history that I've had participating in meetup groups. So long ago, when I was an Apple platform developer, I ran a group here in Philadelphia called the Cocoa Heads. It was a really great group. We saw a lot of activity, particularly during the kind of wave of like mobile blowing up and the iPhone, and we had a lot of good success. And I feel like the parts of the group that were most successful was when we aligned the group around a goal. And so that goal being either like a very specific side project that they were working on, or a book club, or helping them through like the job interview process if they were trying to find employment. If we could kind of group the people together around those outcomes, it just helped make the interactions just that much more natural because we were all there for the same reason. Now, we also did lots of like presentation events that were like educational, and it just like created a social environment. And I'm all for the social aspects of these groups, but I do feel like it's much better to have events that are focused on outcomes and have the social benefits kind of like foster out of that, and not kind of just like not put the social stuff ahead of it. Because like if you have events and the whole point is like, well, it's a mixer for Elixir developers, like you may have some success with that, but it's going to be, I feel like there's a chance it'll be less successful because people won't feel as motivated to kind of show up. It'll be much more of like a low priority for them. Whereas these groups, because we all share the same like outcome, like we're working towards, there's a lot more motivation for that. And so that's kind of some of the background of where this is coming from. I myself have been obviously an Elixir developer for a couple of years now, many years now, I guess now. And I've seen my own personal meetup kind of like stagnate, particularly with like how COVID happened and things of that nature. And so I thought this was a kind of an interesting way for me to kind of reinvigorate my like community teacher feelings and work on something. So this is where we're headed. In the second part of the post, I kind of talk about like what members can expect. And so basically the basic kind of like heartbeats of the community will include like async project check-ins. So we'll have an area where you can kind of come in and week to week just share kind of like an update of like, this is what I did last week and what I was successful with. This is what I failed with. This is what I'm planning to work on next week. And then if you've got any specific questions or requests for feedback, like if you need help from the group, like this is a good place to do that, to share that. We'll also have, so those are async, meaning like they'll be just text and people can post just text copy, or if they want to, they can attach like a little video clip if they want to like just do it with a demo or something. But then we'll also have co-working sessions, and those will be mostly kind of like mic on, camera off kind of sessions. I'm kind of basing those off of some writing workshops that people do where basically it's a session of about an hour long, and in the first like 15 minutes, people kind of go around the room and just say, what they're planning on working on today. And then, there'll be like 30 minutes of like nobody's, just heads down working. If they want, I guess they could like type in the chat room or something during that time. But, and then at the end of the, the 30 to 40 minutes, like we'll all come back and we'll be like, okay, what did you do? What did you accomplish? Got a new PR up, got another like commit message or two up that you can check out. And I think that'll help because a lot of people, a lot of this is about accountability and just helping people get time on the calendar. And I feel like that might be a good avenue for that. In addition to those co-working sessions, I also plan to have like live like presentation type events, which are probably a little bit more typical to like a meetup, but because we're all working on like personal side projects, then like all the topics will be based around that. So like I could imagine lots of talks about like how to use GitHub Actions to run your test suite, or how to use GitHub projects to kind of shape work. Talking about specific Elixir libraries like Obon or something. And those will be live and recorded. I think my general plan with that, and this may change, but like is to actually encourage the presenter to record it ahead of time. So, they can record their session, maybe target like 20 to 30 minutes. And then, we all come into the room. We have like a little small watch party for that like 20 to 30 minute presentation. And then we can do like Q&A. And I think that'll be good because that'll give the person doing the presentation that'll give them an opportunity to kind of like record it and cut and edit the presentation as they, to make it a really valuable chunk of time for people. Obviously doing a live presentation, you'll get a lot of like, let me restart the server or let me, do things. And so letting them record that in advance, I think will help make the time very tight while also having lots of time on the second half of it for like question and answer and discussions that pop up. There's also going to be a lot of written content, guides and suggested tasks for, how you can kind of wrangle your side project and, be actually productive. And then another kind of feature I have in mind is a code review trading board. So I expect most of the participants in this group to be people who are like solo developers working on a personal side project. And so having a place to kind of post, pull requests that they would like feedback on. And it doesn't even need to be like a pull request that's open. I don't see a problem with saying like, okay, I'm working on my side project and, as I am accomplishing adding little features, like I'm making pull requests, but like I'm merging them myself, probably like after sleeping at night. And it's always nice to look at a PR that you yourself built after a night of sleep. And of course, you'll always find something that you want to change there. But even kind of sharing closed PRs and be like, hey, I added this feature. They can come in and add commentary, to a closed PR, and then you can take that under evaluation as you continue to kind of work on the code. And that's kind of like some of the core kind of early events and heartbeats. The one thing, so like this will be a paid for community. So there'll be like a modest like monthly fee to be a member. There'll be some content that's open for everybody, like a lot of the blog posts and things, but like a lot of the events and the areas where we'll do like check-ins, those will be private. And the primary reason for this is to help support us having software. So like, like the platform I'm planning on using is called Circle, and Circle does cost to run. I'm also looking to help solidify like their dedication to the project. So like, it's one thing to kind of sign up for free to a community that's like, I'm going to work out and lose weight, or I'm going to, write a poem every day. I don't know, whatever. But like, if you have to pay for it, like, I feel like there's a little bit more inherent like dedication So like if you say you're going to be working on the side project and you're going to pay a monthly fee to be part of this community, like I think that's a little bit of a nudge to kind of like show up and actually do the work. We'll see. And then the third thing, and to be frank, is basically like I am looking to invest, some of my time to kind of maintain this community and produce content and, to have a small financial motivation is definitely helpful to that. I am self-employed, and so, getting some alternate income streams would definitely be nice to help me support this. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. My goal at the moment is I'm kind of splitting my time between building out the site, creating some of the early content, and primarily just talking to people. So I am going out there and kind of shaking trees and asking people like if they're working on a side project and how it's going, and if they would be interested in this type of like accountability group. And so, yeah, if you find this video and you yourself are interested, definitely shoot me an email. I have a little link here in the blog post. But my email is zorn@zornlabs. And, I can add you to the announcement list, which I'm just doing manually for now. And if you're really interested, you can definitely book some time on my calendar. And, yeah, I would love to just have like short, 15, 30-minute call and just hear about your side project and what you're doing and, why, what kind of help you're looking for from the group. Whatever I can do to make that better. That's it for today. Just wanted to kind of get this out here and do an alternate media post of this blog. Hope to do a couple more and kind of talk about how the community is shaping up. But if you have any questions or feedback, do let me know. Other than that, tomorrow is Friday, so enjoy your Friday. Have a nice weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.